Okay, we're doing analysis of Lorwyn Eclipsed. So basically, we're gonna go over these cards and decide how highly we should draft them. Like if it's pick one, pick two, pick three. Um, Maybe we'll rank them as well. Insert column. I've never done this before. All right. Let's go. All right, so this is Lorwyn Eclipse. This is the spoiler list. So I'm only doing draft spoilers. Let's actually get some music going here. Uh, there we go. Um, all right. So, I mean, it's kind of funny. They put this card right at the top. It's like it's kind of meant for this sort of analysis. But other tapped creatures you control have indestructible. It's a 3 mana, 3/4. This card is obviously pack one, pick one. You're taking it no matter what. It's a rare. And the card name is Adept Water Shaper. All right, we already need more room for the names. Notes, no notes. Pack one, pick one. Combo, look, he is a Merfolk cleric, so I don't know cleric. We'll just say Merfolk because cleric. I don't know if that's useful or not. So there we go. Adept Water Shaper. That's pack one, pick one. I don't think we need to talk about that much. Here we got a Planeswalker. He appears to be rare. Can't tell, but it looks rare to me. So, and this is a Johnny Outland Chaperone. Sorry. I don't know. What is he chaperoning? That doesn't seem like a very Johnny job to me. Uh, Rarity could be a lot shorter. Rank could be a lot shorter. Draft pick could be a lot shorter. Combo, well, we'll keep these. Actually, these ones will be a wraparound. Let's see how I do this. Let's see. Where's the wraparound button? Text wrapping. Notes and combo will be in wraparound mode. There we go. And archetypes as well. That'll keep this readable. We'll call this, oh, sorry, that was Merfolk. All right, so with Johnny, how do we get a better look at this? A Johnny. All right, cool. You guys can see that. The Johnny deals 4 damage to target tapped creature. Awesome. Can create a Kithkin. Look at the top X cards in your library or X is your life total. You may put any number of non-land. Okay, it's got like a you win mode. So it looks like he's just an awesome planeswalker. We'll say this is rank 2 out of the two of them. Say he's not, but he's still a draft pick. He's still #1 draft pick. We'll say no archetypes because Kithkin, we don't really know what that is. I don't know if that's a thing in this set. So for now, we're just going to hold off on that. And let's keep going. Appeal to Iridu. All right. Let's open that one. Convoke. That means you could tap your creatures to bring them out. One or two creatures each get +2/+1 till end of turn. Okay. It's a nice little trick. You're going to take this, pick 4 through 8, I'm guessing. I mean, you might even get it a 12th pick. So we'll say 4 through 12. And let's see, there's probably 50 cards. We'll say this is ranked 40th for now. This is called the Appeal to Iridu. And archetypes, for notes, we'll put, I mean, we're not going to put an archetype for this. It might go in a Boros deck. It might go in a mono white deck. Maybe Boros, mono white, green white. You know, those decks. Generally might play it. Generally, I'm not excited about those sort of instants. I mean, it's nice, but it's kind of expensive for a trick. Bark of Doran. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Bark of Doran. By the way, where is our chat? Do we have anybody in chat? Okay. Let's try to keep chat up. As long as the creature's toughness is greater than its power, it assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Really doesn't help a lot for creatures that have power greater than toughness, but let's say there's 50 cards. This will be our 50th. You're going to take this pick 10 through 15 of the pack. It's a pack of 15. 10 through 15. It's an uncommon. Oh yeah, by the way, this was a common. And this was Bark of Doran. Not an exciting card. 4-line. Unplayable. That's just my initial notes. Like, things could change. There's a lot of cards we're going to see here that could end up being one of the best. But like the days of the dark are over, right? Like, where you just have all kinds of really awkward cards everywhere. All right. Next one, we've got Brigid. It's cool. We're bringing in the Celtic goddesses. That's right on. Klachan's Heart. All right, this one's a rare. It's another Kithkin. I don't know if Kithkins help other Kithkins. We're gonna find out. Whenever this creature enters and transforms into Brigid. Oh, it transforms. What's the transform look like? All right, so we got both the transforms. But whenever this creature enters or transforms into Brigid, Klachan's Heart, create a 1/1 white. At the beginning of your first main phase, you may pay a green to transform it. Okay, so 3 mana, 3/2. That brings in a 1/1. And you can transform it to Dark Brigid. Let's go check out Dark Brigid. Brigid, Dune's Mind. Add X green or XY, where X is the number of creatures you control. Okay, so it creates a lot of mana. When something transformed, does it have summoning sickness? Let's check that. Let's check that really quickly. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. When a creature transforms, does it have summoning sickness? No. Okay. Kind of forgot about that. Okay, so this is awesome, right? We'll give it rank 3 for now. We'll say it's a pick 1 card. I mean, it's just. I mean, the reason I'm saying it's a draft 1, pick 1 card is the 3/2 for 3 plus it creates a guy, and you have the ability to keep creating guys every turn if you want for a very small amount of mana, and it mana accelerates as well. So when it flips over, that next turn you're going to get a lot of green or white mana out of it. Also, it's kind of I was going to say it's unique in its ability to start casting green stuff from a white spell, but you do have to have green mana initially, which kind of makes it less good. Still, I mean, I think this is a decent card, pretty decent. If you want to go pack 1, pick 1, you could probably do worse. We'll call it a pick 1. You're not going to see it pick 2 or pick 3 too often, right? If you do, it's great. But yeah, it's definitely a pack 1, pick 1 card. That's enough about that. I mean, we'll move on. Burden Stoneback. Okay, Burden Stoneback. This is an uncommon. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it, so it's a 2/2 for 2 basically. You can spend 2 mana to remove a counter. Target creature gains indestructible. Activate only as a sorcery. All right. Yeah, I mean, draft pick for this. I mean, I'm gonna say 3 to 6. Generally, I mean, good bears are hard to come by sometimes. We'll say 3 to 8. We'll rank it number 20 for now. Burden Stoneback. And he's a giant. From what I understand, giants are a thing. All right. The Clashin' Festival. All right, this is an interesting card. It looks very Islander kind of, you know, from an island possibly. When this enchantment enters, create 2 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens. Oh, nice. So for 3 mana, you get 2 1/1s, and then you have a little engine. You can create more of them. Okay. As the art shows, it's cute, and it's yet another Kithkin. We don't know what's going on with the Kithkins. If this is an archetype or what, but it looks good. I mean, I'm not going to throw a lot of shade on this. Clashin' Festival. Rarity uncommon. I mean, it's better than the Appeal to Iradu, but I think it's worse than the Burden Stoneback, possibly. So let's give it a rank of 27. And we'll say this is pick, we'll say it's also pick 3 to 9. Pick 4 to 9. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're taking this too highly. That could change, but just my opinion. And then we'll write Kitkin on here. Because I don't know, is Kitkin going to be an archetype? I have no idea. It's green and white, so there you go. 2/1/1s for 3. I mean, you just hope you're going to get your value out of that. 5 mana. The problem is 5 mana in a draft to be able to create a 1/1. Sometimes that's not enough to have an effect on the game. You know what I mean? Like, there's other stuff going on. There's other combos happening. To just have a generic thing creating 1/1s, I don't know. All right. Changeling. I heard this is a good thing to have changelings. I'm not sure. So, kindred instant. I don't know what kindred means. Changeling. What is a kindred instant? Anyways, changeling. He is every creature type. Exile target creature. Its controller creates a 1/1 colorless, shapeless creature token with. Okay. Its removal. It's it's gonna be. It's not a first pick removal, but it's probably a pick 2 to pick 6 removal. It's called the crib swap. Kind of weird. It's an uncommon. We'll rank this 15. We'll rank it 18. It's up there with the 2/2 for 2. It's up there with the bear, I think. We'll call this pick 2 through 9. Actually, maybe even 2 through 12, depending on your style, if you like this sort of removal or not. Notes. Mid removal. All right. These removal with a with a drawback, like, all right. At least it's only a 1/1 they get. I mean, it's exiled. It's kind of good. Might be necessary. Who knows? Iridu, the Carrier of the Dawn. Okay, flying lifelink. Creature spells you cast have convoke. That's very important. He transforms with black. It's pretty obvious that we shouldn't have to say this, but you don't even need to play black to make that thing work. Each other non-token creature you control has persist. When it dies, if it had no -1/-1 counter, return to the battlefield under its own control with a -1/-1 counter. It's like a finality thing. Yeah. So it's, yeah, you definitely want to use the other side if you're not convoking. If you're not really into convoking stuff. I imagine in most drafts you're gonna want the black side, but the white side is good enough on its own. Just a 5/5 flying lifelink is pretty nasty. I mean, 5/5 flyers are great. Lifelink is just like, it might as well say do 10 damage, right? Because it's a 10 life swing. So you're good. Pack 1, pick 1 for this. We'll rank it number 3 so far out of the set. Yeah, this is a total bomb. This is Irdu, Carrier of the Dawn. Carrier of Dawn. And this is, looks like a mythic. It's an elemental god. Okay. Well, it can bring stuff back from the life, can convoke stuff. This is a god. Oh, we skipped over this guy. The Curious Colossus. Okay, we got another giant. So right away, we'll just add that to our giants archetype. I thought there was a giant thing. Oh, he's another mythic too. He's a mythic. When this creature enters, each creature target opponent controls loses all abilities, becomes a coward, and just, oh. Another pack one, pick one. This might be better than the Adept Water Shaper, except for it's 7 mana. Ooh, it's 7 mana for the 7/7. Okay. I think it's still a pack one, pick one. Like, it just says you win the game, like outright. It's still a pack one, pick one. I think we're going to rank it above Iridu, Carrier of the Dawn, and below those other two. So we'll rank this number 3, and we'll bump Iridu down 1. Because Iridu is 5 mana, which is easier to cast, but Iridu doesn't say like you win the game. Like if you play Iridu and they play removal, you're kind of like, okay, I tried. If you play this guy and then they play removal, like I don't think all of what it did to all their creatures goes away. I think they all lost those abilities. I could Google it. Is Curious Colossus ability permanent? Yes, the effect of the Colossus is permanent for the creature's effects when it enters the battlefield. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. Now, because of the mana, I mean, I don't think you could rank it higher than the Planeswalker or the guy who makes everybody indestructible, just because of the mana, it won't win you as many games. Those cards will win you more games, because they'll be castable in more games, right? Some games they just don't get to 7 mana. Like, it's just not something that happens every game. But I would still rank it highly. It's still like a number 1 pick. Okay. Encumbered Regurgi. All right, let's just write that down. Encumbered Encumbered New Jersey. I just want to say Encumbered New Jersey. Okay. Reguri. You know about the guy who wrote an entire novel without using the letter E? He would have hated this guy. 4 E's in one name. All right. He's a merfolk. Funny story. First Magic tournament I ever played in. This was 1995, I'm guessing, at the Costa Mesa Women's Club in Los Angeles. All I remember about my deck was I had black, red, I had lightning bolts, fireballs, I had Sengir vampires, I had demonic tutor. I thought I was running a pretty good deck. I was considered to be a pretty damn good Magic player. I thought I was running a pretty good deck. My opponent was playing a Merfolk deck. He literally played Merfolks, Lords of Atlantis, I'm pretty sure he had, you know, Malk Sapphire and Ancestral Recall and Time Lock and stuff. But really, it was just Merfolks that he killed me with. It was, and these were simpler times, you know. Back then, a Lord of Atlantis and Merfolk and like clones and stuff, you know. It wasn't like a very complicated thing. But yeah, I got beat by a Merfolk deck in my first ever Magic tournament, and I wasn't even mad. I was just like, right on, dude. I never thought that was possible. Like, I never thought to create one of those, and here this guy was at a tournament at the Costa Mesa Women's Club. Nice kid. He was a nice kid. I mean, I was a kid too. I was like 15 years old. He was like 95. Anyways, great story. Oh, what was that guy? He was uncommon. All right. Uncommon. We didn't even look at this guy, did we? We just started talking about merfolks. All right. This creature enters with 3 -1/-1 counters on it. Okay. So let's do the math. He's a 2/1 for 2. Whenever he becomes tapped, while it has a -1/- counter, remove a -1. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So he's basically a 5/4 for 2 if you can get him to attack or become tapped, which we have Convoke in this set as well. This makes him very good. We'll put him at rank number 10. And I'm going to say he's pick 2 to 4. He's not a pack 1, pick 1 guy. He's not on the level of the bombs, but if you get past him, if you just took a bomb and then you get past him, you're like, I think you're doing pretty good. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating. Let's rank him number 13. And yeah, yeah, obviously, you know, later on in the game he might not be great, but he's always a 2/1 for 2, which you're not giving up one much. You're getting a bear that's a little bit less aggressive, but the minute he attacks, he becomes a 3/2. So he's basically a 3/2 for 2. You could basically say he's a 3/2 for 2, and then he becomes much, much, much bigger. If you're on the play with him, I'm sorry, like he'll just take over the game. Um, Very, very good card. Kind of like that original guy I got beat by at my first ever Magic tournament. All right, we're continuing. Continuing. Everstrike's Gift. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has flying. Blight 2. Return this card from your graveyard to your hand. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. So we've got sort of a rancor sort of situation. You know, it's kind of like equipment, but maybe a little bit better than equipment because you just pop it on something, and then 2 to bring it back. Oh, Blight. You have to put 2 -1/-1 counters on a creature you control. Ah, okay. That might make it worse. Okay. I'm not excited about that. Maybe there are situations where you want a -1/-1 counter on somebody, or you're not, or it's not that bad. Their first encounter was luck. Their bond was fate. Okay, interesting. Um, I'm not excited about the art. It's just like very weird. Um, yeah, this card looks like pick 10 to 15 to me. That could change later, but Everstrike's Gift, uncommon. We're going to rank it slightly slightly worse than that trick we saw earlier. Just because it's not going to give you card advantages often. You know, you're just playing it hoping that you're going to win the game with a flyer or something. It's very, very sad. This is pick 10 to 15. You're just not taking this early. Well, let's say 8 to 15. Because if you're in the colors, you might end up grabbing it. And yeah, we got no notes for that. That's not an exciting card yet. It could be exciting later on. Flock Imposter, Changeling, Flash, Flying. When this creature enters, return up to one other target creature you control to its owner's hand. Okay. So he's a trick. It's a 2/2 flyer in with Flash. And it says return up to, so you don't have to do it. Okay. My guess is that this is a this is kind of like the encumbered Regery. He's up there. He's picked 2 to 4. So, oops, I put 2 to 5. 2 to 4. And we'll rank him 15, a little bit after the encumbered Regery. Uncommon, Flock Imposter. Just because he's a changeling, I mean, we don't know yet how good changeling is. All we know is we've looked at 14 white cards. So we're moving our way through here. I'm seeing all this for the first time. At the end, we're going to start reevaluating everything. But yeah, looks good. Decent card, decent 2/2 flyer with some real combo abilities. Because you've got basically when you have these cards that return up to one other target creature you control to your hand, what you're trying to do is use your enter the battlefield effects. So you have cards like the Brigid card that brings in a 1/1 when she comes into play, or not necessarily the Brigid, but there might be other creatures that have a come into play effect, or maybe they have a blight. Maybe you want those blight tokens to be on them for some reason. So on their end step, you pop this guy out, pop your creature back into your hand. Next turn, drop your creature again. Its come into play effect hits again. Could be very nasty. But we don't really know. We don't know what other stuff is going on in the set yet. All right, moving along. Gallant Folk Knight. When this creature enters, creatures you control get +1/+0 until end of turn. That's what I was talking about. That's the come into play effect. Kithkin creatures you control also gain first strike. Okay, so we've got to reevaluate now because Kithkin is obviously a thing. We don't know how good Kithkin is yet, but it is here. All right, so Gallant Folk Knight. It's a common. We'll rank him. I'm not a big fan of 4-drops, even when they have interesting abilities. So we're going to rank him around 24. Just because he has the Kithkin ability, so that might be good. Draft pick 5 to 15. I mean, really, you're not looking to pick up 2 copies of him right now. I don't know in a draft. Like, I'm just not super excited. Might end up being a great card. I don't know. But he's definitely a Kithkin. And I think we had another Kithkin. All right. Let's scroll back and look at the other Kithkins real quick. So the Merfolk. This guy creates a Kithkin. So Johnny Kithkin. Bridget. She's creating a Kithkin, right? Yeah. Kithkin. And she is a Kithkin. The Clatchin Festival is a Kithkin enchantment. That's just weird, right? And then we have all the shape shifters that are also Kithkins, right? So we should count them. Now I think we're getting a feel for this set. I thought Giants was going to be a thing. So all the shapeshifters are also Kithkins. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 things either that are Kithkin or creating Kithkins. And here we got a Kithkin Scout. The problem with these Kithkins so far is they do seem a little small, except for maybe the shapeshifters. Well, the Knight's kind of big, but you know, this guy makes them bigger. I don't know. We'll see. Gold Meadow Nomad. This, let's see, let's bring him up. Exile this card from our graveyard, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin token. Okay, so he comes back. Not super excited about him. He's a 1-drop for 1. We'll rank him 15, and we'll say this is pick 4 to 10. 1-drops are just special. Like being able to play a spell on the first turn and have something in play to attack with and create some pressure early on, even if it's just 1 damage, that something to build on. Yeah, and the ability's not too bad. He comes back basically. So if you end up with a sacrifice effect or something, you'll be able to do that twice. You know, you might be able to get some value out of this guy. So sure. And he's also a Kithkin. And he makes a Kithkin. Very, very nice. Let's see. Keep Out. Oh, this was good. Yeah. This is a top pick, so Keep Out. It's a common. We'll rank this number 10. Do we have a 10 yet? No. We'll rank this number 10. We'll say this is draft pick 2 through 7, because sometimes the removal slips through. So you might see this like 7th pick. You can destroy an enchantment or 4 damage to a target tapped creature. I mean, that should be enough to kill it, right? If a creature is tapped and attacking, you know, you kill it. It's dead. It's stopped in its tracks. Not bad. Decent removal. I mean, as far as white goes, that's probably the best. One of the best we're going to get, maybe, right? Kin Binding. Creatures you control get +X, where X is the number of creatures that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature. Oh! Yeah, this one's bomb. It's a rare. I would say this is a. We'll say this is number 5 on the ranks. We'll readjust this later, but this is a pick one. First pick. You get this card, and you basically be all right. I'm going Kithkin. I'm I'm gonna try to overwhelm you with this. And as we saw with all these ways of creating more Kithkins, you could possibly be, smashing for serious damage with this. Your Kithkins could be. Here they are. What is this at the at the Stones or whatever they call them in England or Scotland or wherever they are. Um, the Isle of Man or whatever it is. What is it? Isle of Man? Are they? Is that the Isle of Man? What was it? No, it's not the Isle of Man. What is it? What is the stone? Is it Stonehenge? Is that what it is? Yeah, Stonehenge. They're over at Stonehenge. Um, Sorry, using multiple parts of my brain right now. Um, yeah, it's definitely only going in a Kithkin deck, almost. No, I mean it could go in other decks too, but we'll say it's Archetype Kithkin, combo Kithkin. So it's a huge combo card. I think we could forget about the Giants thing. I thought that was a thing, but apparently Giants aren't a thing. So it's Kithkins. That's the thing. What do I know? Huh? Uh, nice. Kin binding. Rad. I mean, the turn you bring it in, it gets a +1/+1 to everybody at least. If somebody didn't happen to create another one, it's like, great, great. Um, Kinsbale Esperant. This art is just like grinding on me here. Like, as additional cost to cast this spell, behold a Kithkin or pay 2. To behold a Kithkin, choose a Kithkin you control or reveal a Kithkin card from your hand. So I think it's just like, yo, I got a Kithkin. Here we are. Um, Whenever another creature you control enters, this creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So the enchantment that's a Kithkin, that's basically what they're talking about. So this guy has the ability of the kin binding built into it. I would say this is kind of like that other one. The It's another 1/1. I would maybe it's better than the other 1/1. This is where it gets a little tricky, doesn't it? It's an uncommon because he has a drawback. You can't just run him out there. He could end up costing you 3 mana for a 2/1. Um, we'll rank him. I don't want to rank him above the bear that we saw earlier. We'll rank him number 21. Now, we'll rank him number 18 because I don't know if he's a true 1-drop. We'll rank him number 22. Draft pick 4 to 10. I mean, he's only Kithkin. If you're not playing Kithkins, this guy is basically useless. Um, so like you have to know you're in Kithkins, but then you grab him and it's okay. Like he gets some benefits. I mean, just getting the benefits and being a Kithkin, I guess Could be good. Not super exciting. I mean, if you think the penguins from the last set, they would get a plus two plus or +1 +2 whenever you drew a second card. But like you want to draw a second card, and they were already at 2 mana for 2/1, and they became unblockable. This ability is a little less interesting with a drawback that conceivably you can have an opening hand without a Kithkin in it very easily. And then he costs 3 mana for basically a sometimes 3/2 on your turn. So could end up being very so-so in some hands. Kinscare Sentry. First strike, lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks, you may put a creature card with mana value X or less from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking, where X is the number of attacking creatures you control. Okay, now we're talking. Obviously, this is a pick draft. This is a pick one, obviously. Where it ranks. I'd say it ranks probably. We're going to put it after Kin Binding. We'll put it number 6. It definitely it's great to have a bear early in the game that has a great ability, and it's possible this thing could be firing off a few times for you, but eventually you're not going to have any creatures in your hand, and then it'll just be first strike lifelink for 2. And there's going to be games where you're going to drop him and you're never really going to get his ability to work because you only be able to attack with 1 creature at a time. Or the 2/2 can't attack because they got a 2/3. So maybe even worse than number 6. But we'll leave him at number 6 because he has the ability to take over a game. He's better than just like a random piece of removal. All right. Kithkeeper. Vivid. When this creature enters, create X 1/1 green and white Kithkin creature tokens, where X is the number of colors among permanents you control. Tap 3 untapped creature to control. This creature gets +3/+0 and gains flying. Oh, okay. Yeah. Kithkeeper. He's an elemental. He's not a Kithkin himself, but will at least create 2 of these. So basically, you're on average probably going to get 2 or I want to say maybe 3 1/1s. We're going to rank it number 49 before Bark of Doran. Draft pick 12 to 15. Archetypes Kithkin. But I mean, I say that, sparingly. You have to have multicolored permanents. I mean, just to make it a halfway decent card for 7 mana, it's just not really playable. We'll call this borderline unplayable for a draft. Maybe somebody will have a constructed deck with it, but that's not going to help you much in draft. Liminal Hold. When this enchantment enters, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent an opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. You gain 2 life. Okay. So they've gone away from the 3 mana removal thing for white to a 4 mana one that gains you life. Wow, it's common. We'll rank this number 10. Do we have a 10? We do have a 10. We have keep out as 10. So we'll rank this number 11. We'll rank it right after keep out. Draft pick, we'll say it's draft pick 2 to 7, just like keep out. Basically, the two are comparable. If I had one, I'd want to have the other as well. I wouldn't take 2 of one over 2 of the other, you know, because they both do different things. This one will for sure remove something that the other thing probably won't be able to get rid of. And the other thing will be able to permanently remove something where this doesn't do it permanently. It can get disenchanted or something. So they both have their place. It's hard to tell which would be better. They're probably both decent. Meander's Guide. When this creature attacks, you may tap another untapped merfolk you control. When you do, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. The merfolk are just like really strong. I'm guessing you have to pair it with blue to make this good. Rank. We're going to rank this. We're going to rank it 15. We have a 15. We'll rank it number 16. We'll say this is pick 3 to 10. Notes, blue, white, merfolk. All right. How many more cards do we have? Freaking lot, dude. Okay, we're gonna hit some art card. Okay, then we hit blue. That's why. All right. I'm gonna take a break in a second. Trying to get us back to where we were. Meander's Guide. Okay, we're on this guy. All right, I'll be right back. Okay. Where are we? We're in the uncommon. All right, we're still working on this. All right. Treefolk Cleric, the Moonlit Lamenter. All right. This creature enters with a -1/-1 counter on it. Just one little blight counter. Move a counter from this creature, draw a card. Activate only as a sorcery. So you get like a little draw engine going with your other blight stuff. Um, for that, so basically you get a 1/4 for 3, but he has combos. Um, let's rank him number 25. Um, let's say he's picked 5 to 12. Combo blight. So here's our blight combo guy. He's just a Treefolk Cleric. I don't know if anything will come of that, but you know, people are definitely going to be doing it, you know. Morning Tide's Light. All right. This is a rare. Exile any number of target creatures. At the beginning of the next end step, return those creatures to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Exile Morning Tide's Light. This might be a mythic. I think that is a mythic. Okay. Any number of target creatures. At the beginning of the next end step, return those cards to the battlefield tapped under their owner's control. Until your next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. So at the beginning of the next end step, it's your end step, right? Return those cards to the battlefield tapped under the owner's control. I mean, against tokens, you're really messing up tokens a lot, but in draft, I'm gonna say this is a stinker. We'll put it number 48. Say it's the last card you want to pick. That's just my guess, unless you have some really good come into play abilities or something. But I'm not seeing a lot of come into play abilities happening. It's just like a random fog. It's very situational. It goes in some deck other than what we're talking about. Not sure where it goes. Personify. It's not a draft card, the Morning Tide's Light. Exile target creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. Create a 1/1 colorless shapeshifter token with. Okay. So these are decent tricks sometimes. You get a 1/1 and you get to glimmer one, or you get to make one of your guys disappear and reappear, possibly get its come into play ability to work. We don't know about that yet, but just on the surface, you know, it's probably pick 30. You know, it's not a super high pick. You're not taking this to play the nuts and bolts of the game. You're taking this potentially to fill out the deck with a nice little trick somewhere. We'll say this is pick 7 to 12. Combo come into play. So definitely gets a lot better if you have come into play abilities. And you can save your creature too. It's a save a creature, or does it come into play tapped? Yeah, like so it could untap a creature too. So if you can't block, you could remove a tapped creature during their turn, bring it back untapped. It can block. You got a little 1/1 for it. It's a nice trick. Convoke, destroy target attacking or blocking creature. But it's with Convoke as well. Yeah, this one's right up there with those other guys. Protective response. We'll rank this 12. Draft pick. What do we say? The other ones are 2 to 7. We'll say this one's also 2 to 7. Pyrrhic Strike. As additional cost to cast this spell, you may blight 2. Choose one. If this spell's additional cost is paid, choose both instead. Remember, blight could be good with the guy who draws you cards or whatever. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Destroy target creature with mana value 3 or greater. All right. We'll put it with the other guys. Pyrrhic Strike. Uncommon. We'll rank it 13. Draft pick 2 to 7. And we'll say this is a blight combo. But we're learning that the blight combos could end up being really strong. We don't know. Maybe it's in black-white. I don't know. This creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control enters, while this creature has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1/-1 counter from this creature. Okay, so basically it's going to be a 4/4 for 3. But you have to bring out more guys to make it happen. He is a Kitkin. Reluctant Downguard. Common. We'll rank him 25. We have a 25. We'll rank him 26. You'll take this guy anywhere between 4 and 12. You know, it could be that people aren't grabbing him, you know, just because they don't want to play Kithkins. It's a 3 mana 2/2, and he gets better. I mean, if you compare this to like Avatar Enthusiasts, like there's no question which one's better. Like Avatar Enthusiast, I think it's much better. From the latest, because Avatar Enthusiast 3 mana 2/2, he just gets a +1/+1 every time you bring in an ally. Which I don't know. Allies might even be more common than Kithkins are in this. I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of in green as well. Reese Evermore. Flash. When Reese enters, another target creature you control gains persist until end of turn. Okay. Remove any number of counters from target creature you control. Activate only as a sorcery. Okay. So basically, it's a good save card later on in the game, and early on, it's a 2/2 for 2 if you want. And he helps bring out the best in his friends if they've got blight counters on them and stuff. Reese the Evermore. He's doing that fadeaway thing from the glove, from the Marvel guy. What is it? The Gauntlet of whatever. All right, rare. We'll rank it number 12. Do we have a 12 already? We'll rank it number 9. I don't know. We'll rank it. Let's see. We'll give it number 9 for now. Actually, we've got a 16. Meander's Guide is 16. We'll rank it 9. It's probably a little too kind to rank this number 9. Mostly it's just you don't even want to play it 2/2 for 2. It's just like, shit, I'm running them out as a 2/2. And then I have this ability that I can, like, hopefully it comes in useful. See, it's a blight card. We'll see. Maybe in black white it becomes amazing, so I don't know. Definitely the colors I want to look at next are either black, blue, or green. We kind of know what we're going to see in green. It's just going to be a bunch of Kitkins. I'm really interested to see the Merfolk or the Blight combos. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains first strike until end of turn. Untap it. Okay. This one I think is a little bit better than the other one. It's cheaper and it includes an untap ability. So maybe we'll put this up at 31. River Guard's Reflexes. It's a common draft pick, somewhere between 5 and 12. Notes. Decent trick. It's a decent trick. I mean, if you think about it, like, how often do you see somebody using the octopus trick right now in Avatar, where you untap a creature and give a +1/+1 just to block? Like, you don't see it. Most of the time, they're using it to save a creature. So this is not a great thing. And that other one, the octopus thing, like, it was a lesson, so it had that ability as well. This has a picture of a Merfolk, so it's not comboing with anything. Shore Lurker. Another Merfolk. So we got a common. When the creature enters Surveil 1, he's a flying 3/3. So we'll rank this. We'll rank it number 24. He's a 3/3 flyer for 4. I mean, you don't want a lot of these in your deck. You want at most one of them, I think, unless you're really in the Merfolk. Draft pick, somewhere between 6 and 12 Merfolk. I mean, the Surveil is nice. Okay, this creature enters with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. At the beginning of your end step, you may remove a counter from this creature. When you do, return target creature card with power 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. So it immediately starts bringing stuff back. That's nice. It's a giant. Slumbering Walker. It's a rare. So he's a 2/5, but immediately he becomes a 3/5, and then he becomes a 3/6, and then he becomes a 4/7. And he's bringing stuff back. We'll rank this number. We've got a 16. We don't have a 17 yet, do we? I don't know. We don't necessarily want to rank this higher than removal. Let's rank it number 7. Or rank it lower than removal. Let's rank it number 7 because the reality is that you need cards that give you card advantage at some point. Like if you want to win games, you have to have more cards than your opponent, generally speaking. And so this guy essentially says he's going to give you 2 creatures for that. And I think there's other ways to put blight on him if you want. So he could end up being really strong. So we'll say combos with blight. It's not really clear how blight combos, but you know it's there. Enchant creature can't attack or block. Blight 1 sacrifices aura, exile enchanted creature. Okay. Spiral into Solitude. Common. We'll rank this. I'm going to change things around a bit. I'm going to rank this 10 over Keep Out. I'm going to put Keep Out as 11, put Liminal Hold to 12, and Protective Responses to 13. Put this one to 14. Pyrrhic Strike. I'm going to say this is the best. This is the best removal because it combos with Blight. I could be wrong about this, but it feels like you're gonna want to put Blight on something to do some combos, and you don't have to Blight. You don't have to do it. So if you just want to have it not attack or block, fine. Like 2 mana for a pacifism. If you want a Blight token to put on something and exile that thing, great. Get your Blight token, exile that thing. Sick. This is the best removal spell. And we don't even know everything about Blight yet, but from what we can tell, Blight is very, very good. It's probably in the black we're going to see what Blight can do. Now I really want to see black. 6 mana, Convoke, Vigilance. Okay. Sun Dappled, Celebrant. Common. Rank. We'll rank this 32. Right after the River Guard's Reflexes. We'll say this is anywhere between 5 and 12. I mean, it's very good. It might be higher than that. 4 to 8. I mean, a 5/6 Vigilance is very, very, very good, generally speaking. And the Convoke just means you're going to drop him faster. Like, he's going to get out there. He's going to do some damage. This is one of those creatures you're going to just hate seeing him. You're just going to hate it. It's such a big body. Thought Weft Imbuer. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets plus X for X's number of Kitkin you control. Okay, so we got our Team Avatar card for Kitkin. Imbuer. And remember, Team Avatar was basically a pack 1, pick 1 card. I'm going to say this is ranked. We'll rank it above the Slumbering Walker, and we'll say it's a pick 1. You take this and you're like, okay, I'm going Kitkins. I mean, it seems ridiculous to say something like that, but I really feel like with green and white, you probably could have a deck that is nothing but Kitkins. They're that plentiful. I mean, it's a gamble, but it's definitely this is definitely a pretty big deal. And this is comboing with Kitkins. So I think that's our first uncommon to break into the top 10. I don't know how many we're gonna have here. We could change the rank here. Sort sheet A to Z. Okay, so we got 2 3s here. We got 2 6s. All right, so we'll have to work on this a bit. I don't know if taking these out of order would fuck people up. Let's sort with this. Let's sort here again for now. And then later on we'll see how the numbers are ranking out and we'll move things around and then I'll put it back to this, I think. I think the alphabetical is the way to go. Timid Shield Bearer. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, it's a 2 mana 2/2, and he has a good ability. He's also a Kitkin. Common. All right, we'll rank him 25. And we'll say this is pick 4 to 10. The bears are really good. 2-drops are generally speaking a really, really good place to be in a draft. 1-drops can sometimes be a little too weak. 3-drops can be a bit of a bottleneck if you got too many 3-drops, but 2-drops they're good. And it's a Kitkin. All right, another Merfolk. Flying. When this creature becomes tapped, another target Merfolk you control gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Okay. So he's trying to advertise itself as a 3/3 flyer for 3, pretty much, because it could give another Merfolk a bonus. But just having 1/3 flying body is good. I like how it says flying, but it's like really close to the water. It's like obviously not really flying right now. Tributary Vaulter. It doesn't at all look like something that could fly. It looks like one of those fish that just kind of skips out of the water. I'm going to put this up with the Shield Bearer. Let's say it's number 26. We'll say, oh, we've already got a 26. We'll say it's 27 after the Reluctant Dune Guard. Let's see. Draft pick. It's going to be somewhere from 4 to 10. Wanderbrine Preacher. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 2 life. Okay. Oh, that last one was a Merfolk. Let's not forget about that. Merfolk. All right. Wanderbrine Preacher. Another common. Gains you a lot of life. We'll rank him number 28. That can gain you a ton of life, though. It's basically a 2/2 life link, but also with Convoke and things, he gains you life. Rank 4 to 10, and that's another Merfolk. Oh, hey, how's it going? Not Sean. Are you able to review my deck? It's the second one I've built, and I'm new to Commander. Oh yeah, dude, I'll review your deck. Give me a link. Do you know how to? Are you on untap.gg? Are you on untap.gg? I mean, just let me finish white. I mean, I kind of want to finish white here, my review. Let's see here. How many viewers do we have on here anyways? Can anybody let me know how many viewers we have? Looks like we have one viewer, and that might be me. Okay. Anyways. We definitely should pause and not be the one viewer. Let's see here. Waterbrine Preacher. Okay. Next one. Waterbrine Trapper. Waterbrine Trapper. Okay, this one is uncommon. Wow, 2 mana for a 1 mana 2/1. Tap another untapped creature control. Tap target creature and opponent controls. Nice. That is sick. Really, really, really sick. This could be one of the best creatures, one of the better creatures in the set. We'll say this is ranked. I don't want to put it higher than removal. I want to say I want to rank this number. Let's rank it number 15 and move the other. We'll move it. We'll move them around later. Let's say rank it 3 to 7. I mean, for a 1-drop, that's so damn good. I mean, just so people know, like during stalemates and stuff, you often both are ending your turn with tapped creatures. Just to have a guy who can tap something down on their end step, but also be a 2/1 beater for 1. Very nice. And he's a merfolk. Who knew? Okay, winnowing. I feel bad somebody actually chatted with me and then I wasn't able to respond because I didn't see it. I usually see the chats within a few seconds, you know. Winnowing. All right, Convoke makes it easy to cast. So 6 mana, do with that what you will. It's got Convoke. For each player, you choose a creature that player controls. Then each player sacrifices all other creatures that they control that don't share a creature type with the chosen creature they control. Oh, nice, 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 nice. So obviously you're going to use this with like Changeling or something. It may be hard to make it work to hurt your opponent with it. That's why this. It's not clear if this would be good limited or not. It's actually not clear why they printed this card. It's a really weird card because it's definitely not good in constructed, and it's definitely feels like it's just a limited card. maybe if you're able to give them a fish, like in constructed, but I'm not super excited with this in limited because you could just be like playing against a Kitkin deck, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna point to a Kitkin, and then everything is a Kitkin. Like, not super happy with this. It's kind of a turd. Um, sure, if you're playing Kithkins, like great, but your opponent could be playing Kithkins too, like or Merfolk, or they could be playing something like that. So let's say let's rank it 45. Draft pick 10 to 15. All right. I think each set's got like 300 cards in it, so we might be getting to near the end here because we're at number 40. Let's see, how many white cards in Lorwyn Eclipsed? I don't know. I think I'd have to pull up Arena and see how many, but looks like we've got one. Okay, okay, I think that was the last one. So far, all of these are just alternate cards. Morning Strides Light. Didn't we have a Morning Strides Light already? Yeah. Winnowing, Personify, Kin Binding. Okay. Does that sound right? 40? I'm gonna go pull up Arena and see how many white cards are in Avatar set. Because let's see here. I mean, this is fun reviewing white, but I am getting kind of burned out. Oh. Okay. So we go to profile. If we go to set collection, if we look at Avatar, which probably is a comparable set, it says 60 white cards. So Lorwyn Eclipse is going to have about as many as Avatar. It's one of their main sets. So we got to be missing like 20 cards. And these are the special guests at the end, I think. Idyllic Tutor, Shatter the Sky. Were those commander cards? All right. Wow, this person did the whole set review. Somebody else already did one. All right. We're gonna try to find a different gallery that maybe has all the cards. That can't be all the white cards. Okay, MTG Goldfish doesn't seem to have it. Oh, here we are. A visual spoiler of 408 cards. I'm just looking through here. Scryfall. Oh, here's one with Burden Stoneback. No, we've seen that. Champion of the Clash Shell. Okay, I think we found some more. Yeah, we found some more. All right. Okay, we don't have this guy. We haven't reviewed this guy yet. Champion of the Klachan. Flash 4/5 Kithkin Knight. Of the Klachan. He's looks like he's a rare. Rare. As initial cost to cast a spell, behold a Kithkin and exile it. Other Kithkin you control get +1/+1. When this creature leaves the battle, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. Okay. He's got the knight thing going on. He's a flash. He gives your Kithkins +1/+1. I think he's definitely very playable. We'll say this is draft pick. We'll put it high. We'll put it 3 to 7. Maybe 22nd pick. I mean, he's just very good. When you're playing Kithkins, you have to assume you're going to have Kithkins to spare because of tokens. So it could be a Kithkin in your hand you're beholding, whatever. But, you know, he comes in as a trick, and then he's a big body. And he's not legendary, so you could have multiple of them. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Encumbered Regery. Have we done that one yet? We have. Flock Imposter we did. Gallant Foul Knight. We did. Gold Meadow Nomad. Keep Out. Kin Binding we did. Kin Bale. Yeah, we did that one. Kinscale Sentry. Yeah, we did that. Kithkeeper. Okay, I don't think we did Kithkeeper. Oops. Kithkeeper. Oops. Vivid. When this creature enters, create X11. What's vivid mean? Create X11 green and white Kithkin tokens. Oh, we did see this. This was a steamer. Why isn't it showing up here? Yeah, it is showing up. Okay. That's a steamer. We're not worried about that. Liminal Hold. Meander Sky, Morning Tide Light. No, no, we did that. We did that. Reese, we did that. Shore Lurker. Have we done Shore Lurker yet? Yeah. Slumbering Walker, we did that. Sun Dappled. We did that. Done, done, done. Winnowing, it's done. Yeah. Okay, so the only one we found extra was that Champion of the Clashan. But it seems like we're low on even mythics. We have one, two, only 2 mythics, 3 mythics, and rares 1, 2. I don't know. Feels like there should be more white cards. When I just looked in Arena, there was 60 white cards. But maybe they were counting gold cards as white. All right. Okay, so let's rank these. Sort sheet. Okay, so Colossus, Curious Colossus. Who was that again? Okay, it was this 7/7. Yeah, that guy was crazy good. And right now he's tied with the Bridget. So we'll put Bridget as 4 and keep him as 3. All right. And then, oops, Bridget is 4. Keep him as 3. Okay. So now we've got Bridget tied with Iridu Carrier Dawn. Let's see, where's Iridu? Oh, this thing, the 5/5. I'm gonna put Bridget higher than him because she really helps she's kind of a role player and she's cheaper to come out. And you know, this thing could get removed. So we'll change him to 5. But now he's tied with Kin Binding. Where was Kin Binding? They're in alphabetical here, so Kin Binding. Okay, the +X +X. You think? I'm going to put the carrier 1 below Kin Binding, actually. So Kin Binding will stay at 5, and the carrier will go to 6. All right. Let's sort this again. Now we've got the carrier versus Kinscare Sentry. Oh, definitely the carrier is better than that. So the Kinscare Sentry will move up to 7. Let's resort it. But we've still got Thoughtwell Imbuer. PQRST. Imbuer. Okay, so is the Imbuer better than that other guy? Okay, so we'll have to move Kinscare up to 8. We'll move the Iridu up to 7. And yeah, I'm going to put this uncommon above that 5/5 flyer. I just think in that deck, it's just going to be a stronger card. Being able to smash for a minimum of +1/+1 to everybody, it's just way too strong. Or to anybody who's attacking. Slumbering Walker versus the Iridu. Man, the Iridu is really getting pushed down. Let's see. S. Slumbering Walker. Okay, we got the 5/5. This is the Blight guy. Okay. I don't think the Blight guy is higher, so we'll push the Blight guy. We'll push the Blight guy to 8. We'll push the Sentry to 9. But now he's tied with Reese Evermore. Whenever this enters target creature you control gains persist until end of turn. Reese versus the Kinscare. Kinscare Sentry. I'm going to take Reese a little bit higher. So we'll push the Sentry to number 10. So now we're comparing these removal spells to that top tier two mana guy, and that's not fair. So we'll move the removal to 11. We'll move this to 12, this to 13. These are all removal spells. This to 14. We already figured out which one of these was higher than the other. And then protective response will be 15. Oh, Pyrrhic Strike. Was that another removal spell? You may Blight too. Yeah. 16. What's the Flock Imposter? D, E, F, G. Flock Imposter. Oh, this guy. Yeah, he's way after the removal. So he'll go up to 17. Gold Meadow Nomad. A, B, C, D, F, G. Yeah, he'll come after the Flock Imposter, maybe. Maybe before the Flock Imposter, because he's so good for the deck. Wanderbrine Trapper. Wanderbrine. Oh yeah, the Tapper guy. Okay. Him you'll take highly too. I'll go for 17 for him. And that'll go to 18. That'll go to 19. All right. Let's sort these out. Wrong way. Oh, we got two 16s here. Meander's Guide. Somehow one of the removal spells is too high up. Or one of the creatures is too high up. Yeah, this guy. Whenever this creature attacks, you may tap another merfolk control. When you do, turn target. Oh, that guy. Yeah, it's pretty strong. Let's put him at 17. Then this will be 18. This will be 19. This will be 20. This will be 21. Burdened Stoneback. What was that one? Oh, this guy. The 2/2. Yeah, he can stay up there. He's just a giant, like, not really that super interested in him. Kinbale Aspirant. Now we got 3 and 22. Kinbale is Aspirant. Oh, that guy. Yeah, he could stay up there. Let's actually put him at 24 because Champion of the Clashan, I think, is better than that. We'll put the Champion at 23. Actually, we could move this guy up quite a bit, the Champion. What was it? Crib swap? That trick? We'll swap the Champion in crib swap. We'll put that at 23, and we'll put the Champion at 20. And let's sort it again. So now we got 3 that are 24. Kinbale Aspirant. Yeah, so that's 24. Gallant Folk Knight. That guy, I think he might be worse than that other thing. Let's put him at 26 for now. And then the Shore Lurker, PQRS. Oh, here's the Shore Lurker. Oh, it's just a 3/3 flyer. Yeah. Let's put him at 28. Sort A to Z. Oh, we've still got Reluctant Down Guard. Comes in with 2 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever another creature you control enters, while this creature has a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a -1. Okay. Yeah, that was really cheesy. But he's a Kithkin. But he is cheesy. Let's just put him up at number 30 for now. So sort these. Tributary Vaulter. MNOP QRST. There he is. The Vaulter. Oh, the Vaulter was terrible. But let's put him over at 34 for now. He seems very unimportant to this set. 28. Shoreline Lurker versus Wanderbrine Preacher. Oh yeah, this guy who taps in gains you life versus the Shoreline Lurker. The 3/3 flyer. The Preacher's better. So let's change this to 29. And now we're at 30. See, it was Reluctant Downguard versus Personify. I liked Personify a lot. So I'm going to move the down guard to 31. Just because I don't think a 3 mana for 4/4 ends up being like super essential for a deck. River Guard's Reflexes. Oh, that thing. Yeah, now you're in the really unessential. So let's move him further down the line. Tributary Vaulter. Yeah, we knew about this guy. He's bad. And now you're into the really bad cards. So these all got to move up. So Appeal to Iridu. Well, I guess we just move them up because there's no conflict here. I mean, I know what I did. I don't have to we don't have to have these guys fighting over the scraps here. So that'll be number 36. That'll be number 37. That'll be number 38. This will be 39. And that'll be 40. And there we go. A complete ranking of the white cards. Oh, there's a tie in there, isn't there? 25. There's a tie at 25. The Moonlit. Lamenter versus the Timid Shield Bearer. All right, let's see who wins this battle here. Hold on a second. The Moonlit Lamenter. Oh, the draw card guy versus the Timid Shield Bearer. LMNOP QRS. LMNOP QRS. Wait, what did we say it was? T. Timid Shield Bearer. Okay. I'm going to put the Shield Bearer a little bit higher, actually, because I consider that to be more of a base card. If you're playing Kitkin, you want to be dropping this 2-drop versus that other 3/5 guy. I don't know. Do you have a Blight deck going on? Okay, then maybe it's more necessary because you don't need Kitkin. So it's situational, but I would say that this Kitkin guy is more essential for a deck than the Blight guy who's like, okay, maybe he'll draw you cards. We don't know how good that engine's going to be. So let's swap these. So Timid Shield Bearer, we'll put it at 24.5. And then we'll sort this. And then what I'll do is I'll just clear these cells and then redo them. How do you just clear the cells? There we go. And then I think you could just pull it all the way down. Nope. So I think what you do, nope. So you highlight some and then you just drag it down. Control drag, maybe. That didn't work. All right, highlight some, and then Drag it all the way down. There we go. And now they're in order. Okay. We did white. All right, I'm ending this stream, and so we could have something to publish. And we'll see if people liked watching.